We were here at Tavares McFadden's announcement, and it's not hard to figure out who he picked. He picked Florida State. Let's just go through before who you picked, why you picked them, just about this moment. How proud and happy you are, how happy your family is that you're going to play major Division I college football.
Well, my mother always told me I was going to be something special, so I always knew that I'd be successful in life. This moment here is I can't even explain it. It's just great. I've seen my mother cry today. It's just a special moment in my life.
Take me back through your recruiting process. When did you sort of know you were going to be a high-level recruit? When did all those offers start coming in and you kind of knew you were going to have this kind of opportunity?
Well, going into my spring football year, 10th grade, that's when I first started getting offers. My first offer was Boston College, then came LSU, and then they just started rolling in like every other day.
Was there an offer? Was it Florida State when they offer you?
To be honest, I'm not even sure. It was sometime in the middle.
And was that a school that you wanted to have? Like when you were going through this process, was that a school you were like, yes, they offered? I'm pretty stoked about that.
Well, yes. Well, I was pretty much happy about all of them. When I even first began to start getting offers, I was always excited.
All right, let's talk about Florida State. Came down to Florida State and Georgia. Though for a moment in there, you had everyone thinking you might pick Georgia. We'll have to show them the video, the sweet hat move you pulled up. That was good. For a hat move, that was a good hat move. But ultimately, Florida State's been in your top 2, top 3 here. I think you said the trip up there for the Notre Dame game. Is that what kind of flipped it for you?
Yeah, I've been back and forth with Georgia and Florida State consistently. Just hearing what Sony and Isaiah had to tell me about the school and talking to Georgia's coaching staff, it was just, I don't even know what to say. But with Florida State, I think it just came down to visiting the game and having my parents there with me to experience Florida State, and they really loved it. I loved it too. I can see myself staying there for the next 3 to 4 years, and I'm just excited.
You joked that you picked the right game. Might have been a little different if you picked Wake Forest or something like that.
Yeah, I did. Notre Dame and Florida, that game was just over the top. Everybody was always out of their seats. The fans didn't stop. The war chant, never, even when they was losing.
What about just how you what was something the coaches told you? I know coaches, they're pretty good at telling you what you want to hear, but what's something that maybe one of the Florida State coaches told you that really sunk home with you?
To be honest, basically with the Florida State coaches, you can just tell that they're genuine. They're not just telling you what you want to hear. They're telling you what they want you to know, whether you like it or not. That's what really stuck out to me, that they don't try to sell their school. They tell you everything about the program, about the academics, how Jimbo works his system, and ultimately that's really what all recruits should want to hear, not what they want to hear, but what they need to know.
You are going to visit Georgia and LSU, correct?
Yes, sir.
But you said inside it'd be hard to sway you off of Florida State.
Yes, sir.
So you are pretty locked in right now.
Yes, sir.
All right. Now it is Halloween. You gonna be dressing up as a Florida State DB after the game tonight?
No, I have my own game that I have to get to tonight.
That's what I'm saying. After that.
Oh no. Well, we'll see.
All right. Last Halloween question. If you're a big time recruit, if you were to go to knock on somebody's door, what's that candy? What's your big time candy you got to get?
Kit Kat.
Oh, that's a good choice. Tavares, congratulations. Florida State gets a great cornerback and a great person. Congratulations.
Thank you.